For the purpose of this video, we're going to go back into the chapter and we're going to just talk about a few terms, a few examples, and a few formulas just to kind of go over what we did in the past few videos. So essentially, the first question we want to ask ourselves is, what is an element? So an element is an extension of GAAP, and we've already been talking about elements in the context of assets, liabilities, shareholders' equity, revenues, and expenses. So these are all elements of the financial statements. Next, we're going to do a quick example regarding revenues minus expenses gives us profit. So that's the basic formula. So revenues minus expenses gives us profit. So for question 1, essentially 132,450 minus question mark gives us 15,368. If we rearrange this formula, question mark equals to 132,450 minus 15,368. That means that expenses is going to be 117,082. Once again, that's the formula. For question number 2, essentially question mark minus 239,600 gives us 9355. To rearrange this formula, we're going to essentially do 239,600 plus 9355 to get revenues. So this plus this, that's going to give us total revenues. Question 3 is the formula itself. Revenue minus expenses gives us profit. So we're going to do 249,000 minus 201,300 to arrive at profit. So we already learned about these in prior videos. I just want to go over again with you guys real quickly. This over here is essentially what we've been talking about. So equity is comprised of owner's capital plus retained earnings, and retained earnings is a product of profit minus dividends, and profit is a product of revenue minus expenses. We kind of re-talked about this. To explain it once again, profit equals revenue minus expenses. Retained earnings equals profit minus dividends, so we need profit to do the second formula. Then to calculate equity, we do owner's capital plus retained earnings. Retained earnings goes directly into this formula. And then the main accounting equation is assets equals liabilities plus equity. We can even rearrange the main accounting equation in two other ways. Equity equals to assets minus liabilities, or liabilities equals to assets minus equity. Or we could start this whole chart from the accounting equation. Assets equals liabilities plus equity, and equity is a product of owner's capital plus retained earnings, and retained earnings is a product of profit plus dividends, and profit is a product of revenue minus expenses.